I was frustrated beyond all belief. I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to take my own life there and then. I knocked on the door of a church. It was a big church. It was built on the same sort of dimensions as Noah's Ark, and I don't know how they found out. But I didn't care. I'm going to the man to find out. Knocked on the door. He looked at his watch. Sorry, mate, we're closed now. Really? And I'm emotional. And I'm absolutely ready just to throw my hand. Maybe Jesus is the one, the Lord. Because there's nothing else. I'm Christian by birth. Yes. So at the end of this discussion, he sent me away, and then I was in depression. I was looking at the night sky. Every night I was looking at the night sky. I was reading books on astronomy. And I was looking at the astronomical distances between the stars, and the nearest star being 4 light years, and 4 light years, impossible that a human being can reach that star. And I was crying in the sky, crying about the sky, crying about the astronomy, crying about myself because of the pitiful nature of the fact that I didn't know where I was and who I was. Then I got on Monday morning and knocked on the door of the church. I said, that's it. I'm ready. Who is God? Who am I? What's my purpose? He said, have you ever thought about doing a theology degree? I said, that will take 4 years for the answer. I've waited 3 days. I don't want to wait anymore. Tell me, who is God? He said to me, I can't help you. I hightailed it, ready to commit suicide. No point. What's the point of having life without a purpose? A tree has a purpose. Why don't I have the purpose? The star has a purpose. The earth have a purpose. Every living human thing and every non-human thing, every mineral has a purpose. Why don't I find it? Why can't I find a purpose? Then I met a girl. I have a purpose. I finally have a purpose. Yusuf. Love! Whoa! Yo, that feels good, man. Love. So I find the purpose. The girl is there, and I'm with her. One day she says to me, tomorrow, leave me. Don't come here. Out. I said, what? Are you joking? Do you usually say this to people that you love and they love you? Do you not love me? Do you know what love is? She says to me, it's my religion. I said, your religion is either wrong or you are wrong. I will prove it to you. The day after she kicked me out and I wasn't allowed to go to her house, I went to the Islamic Society. The Islamic Society of Great Britain. No, the Islamic Society of Falmouth, Sussex. Sussex University, a red brick university. High place. And I knocked on the door, and this brother with a khutra, Saudi dress. I said, excuse me, mate. I've got a problem with my girlfriend. He looked at me. He says, you will have a problem, mate. She's not good for you, and you're not good for her. I said, you are at it again. She's doing the same. She's saying love, but she doesn't want to see me. You're saying leave her. She's bad for you. What is going on? What's wrong with your religion, man? Are you crazy? She said, wait 1 minute. He went to the back. You know what they do? Read these. How to make wudu. How to make ghusl. How to purify yourself after. What is the Quran? Is the Prophet a man or is he God? Is Jesus a prophet or is he God? Is this, is that, la 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 la. Every single book under the sun. I read them all. I've never read books. By the way, I didn't like reading books. At school, I never read a book There was a girl in the class, she read all the books, I'd read none. I had the certificate to prove it. Cane marks on my backside. That's it. That's the way it was back in the day, by the way. That's why we were more disciplined. Careful. He's too old now. So anyway, I read the books. I read every one. And something happened inside me. And then I remembered the girl. I would read every book to get the girl. Nothing is going to stop me from this love. This love is greater than all of the things created. It's amazing. Ajib, as they say in Arabic. Ajibun, tayyibun. Amazing. Something fantastic. Something miraculous. Something magical. So I will read the books. So I kept reading the books. I kept meeting them in the Islamic society. I learned how to pray. Read Al-Fatiha. Read the opening verses of the Quran, the 7 jeweled verses of the Quran. And it reminded me of this is like Christian faith. What's all this about? There's not much difference really. You know, Hayya ala falah. Anyway, at the end of all of this, one day, I discovered that it was the month of Ramadan. And the month of Ramadan is, of course, when the Quran was revealed to who? Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Peace and blessings be upon him. And that is why the girl left me. She left me for the sake of Allah, for God. And I was forced and persuaded and coerced to read the Quran when I had been studying mankind and every ism and schism under the sun for the last 10 years. Unbeknown to me, it was underneath my very feet there. In the month of Ramadan, when Allah sent the Quran, He sent the message to my heart through something I loved incredibly. The love between me and it was worship. Wallahi, it was worship. I tell you, it was worship. It wasn't normal love. Allah had put that person there for me so that I would read the Quran. 2 days later, because it was the month of Ramadan, they kept telling me, you know how to get closer to God? So I'm thinking, yes, get closer to God, I can marry the girl. That's it. Amazing. Amazing. Yes. What can I do? Fast. Fast the whole day, from the morning to the sunset. And you will see the changes. In the morning, I woke up, I didn't have my breakfast. And I started to fast. And I went to the mosque in Balam. Balam Masjid. Does anyone know Balam? The gateway to the south. Balham. So I went into the mosque and I saw myself. I reflected upon myself. I had no food. I had no lunch to have. I had no breakfast. And all I had was me and whatever had created me. Between me and that was no barrier. That's the way it felt. It felt like, I'm telling you, it felt like somebody had removed the blindfold. Somebody had taken, stop. I'm going to finish right now. Seriously, I'm so sorry, brothers. But I have to do it this way, you know. It's just me. It's Youssef Chambers. I'm Irish, you know. I'm crazy, you know. I mean, so anyway, this last thing happened to me. Whilst I was fasting, it was like emancipation. And then I was with these guys who were clubbing all night. So I used to live with the guys that were clubbing and you know, ease and And then I'm finished now. I'm finished. Yeah, I'm finished, brother. I know I'm finished now. Now I've seen the look on your face, bro. But the thing is, right at the last bit, right, when I was, after the fast, I broke the fast, I went home, the guys were clubbing, and they were telling me, come do this thing. I had to make a decision. Either I'm going to go clubbing, then go back to the masjid. So at the end of it all, I chose the masjid. I went to the masjid, I took shahada. 300 men hugged me. I have never been hugged by even my father. My mother used to tell me, your father didn't hug you. I didn't hug you that much. I'd never been hugged by a man. I thought, what the hell is this, man? I mean, 300 guys. I left. I knocked on the door of the girl. I said, I want to apologize to you. Your faith is amazing. You are the issue. Yep, you're the issue. Remember, I told you it was either your faith or you. It's you. Now marry me. So she said to me, there's the door. So I spent some years in depression over that. But the thing is, the most important thing was that I found the goal, I found the truth, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to be upon that truth. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, the Almighty, allow all of us to find the truth. May Allah bless all the brothers and sisters who've made this conference possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of these incredible people that have turned up at this conference. And may Allah allow us to see a time when we normalize Islamic principles in the West. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.